เป็นคืนที่ดีจัง
Hey guys, welcome back to Cookie and Screams. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of the Krasue for our bonus Wednesday video. Now this is a killer that's kind of fallen out of favor recently. She was very strong and very popular when she first released. But over the last few patches, she's had some nerfs, she's had some changes. And she's just not as popular now as she was. Which is a bit of a shame because she's a fantastic design. Like, visual design is impeccable. And it's such a cool imagining of traditional folklore. So we're going to give her a little bit of love today. We're going to be doing one of her probably stronger playstyles, I think, in my opinion, which is sort of an endgame snowball build with the spattered handkerchief add-on. Now, I can't claim credit for this idea. The idea came from a Hens video a while ago, but I've sort of changed the build and made it my own, and with Jason coming out, I think there's a new perk there that can help this build out fantastically. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. So, as I said, we're going to be going for sort of an endgame snowball build. So, our first endgame perk is going to be No Way Out from the Trickster. This says the first time we hook each survivor, we gain a token. And then, when all of the generators are completed, if a survivor touches an exit gate switch, it will become blocked for 12 seconds, plus an additional 12 seconds for each token. So, up to a maximum of 60 seconds. And we get a noise notification from the gate that was touched. Now this does block both of the exit gates. It says it is blocked, but it does block both exit gates for the whole time. Little bit confusing wording with behaviors updated tooltips. So we're obviously looking to hook all of the survivors at least once before the end game. So that's mainly what our early game is going to be going for. Now, our second perk to go along with our endgame build is going to be Remember Me from Freddy Krueger the Nightmare. This says when the obsession takes damage, we earn a token, up to a maximum of 5. And for each token, survivors who are not the obsession open exit gates 30% slower. Now, obviously with this one, we want to be injuring the obsession, along with hooking everyone for No Way Out. The best way for this perk to work is to, if you can actually kill the obsession before the end game, that's great, but as long as you can stop the obsession from interacting with the exit gates in the end game, that also helps. You can do it that way as well. If you can't manage to kill the obsession, you can at least make sure that they can't touch the exit gates, because they can open the exit gates perfectly fine. Now, for our third endgame perk, we're going to be going with Blood Warden. This says when the exit gate is opened, once per trial when we hook a survivor, both exit gates become blocked for 60 seconds. And also we get to see the auras of survivors who are in the exit gates. So between where the gate is and where the actual sort of escape threshold is, we get to see them there. And that threshold is the thing that will be blocked by Blood Warden. So, this is sort of our trio of endgame slowdown perks. So, once they finish the gens, if they touch a gate, they'll become blocked. Then, once they become unblocked, they will open them slower. And then, if they do end up opening them, we then hopefully can hook a survivor to block the exit gates for another 60 seconds. So, we're just trying to elongate the endgame as much as possible, make it as hard for the survivors to escape as possible, while we snowball. Now, for the fourth perk, it's a little bit of a flex spot. I used to have Terminus in here as sort of a budget no one escapes death. Usually you'd run a no one escapes death or something like that on an endgame build. But obviously we're going to be mostly in head form for the end game, and while we're in head form, we can't basic attack, so we don't get any benefit out of the exposed from No One Escapes Death. So I used to have Terminus on there. You could also run something like batteries included, because once the generators get completed, all 7 of the generators get completed, so you'll have 5% haste for pretty much all of the map. But with Jason coming out, I think there's another perk that could go very well with this. So we're going to be running with Silent Shadow. This says whenever we hook a survivor, we gain undetectable for 13 seconds, which can be quite nice. But more importantly, when all of the generators are completed, we just gain undetectable completely. Now this is fantastic because head form has a 40-meter terror radius, and it's something that survivors will be very, very cognizant of. So if we can be completely undetectable for the entirety of the end game, that's absolutely fantastic. Now for our add-ons, as I said, this build is mostly focused around this first add-on, the Spattered Handkerchief. This says when the exit gates become powered, all survivors automatically become afflicted with Leech 1, which is fantastic. It means we don't have to go out of our way to do it. Also, all of the glowing fungi on the map decay, and we no longer spawn any new ones. So the only glowing fungi that the survivors will have access to are any that they happen to be carrying at the time. So we're going to be trying to leech them during the game so that we can, at least when we start getting towards the end game, so that we can try and encourage them to use the ones that they're carrying rather than picking up any new ones. Now for your second add-on, I'm going to go with Lorenzo's Remains. This one says that Leech 1 applies blindness, and Leech 2 applies a 4% hinder. A little bit sort of like a mini Wesker sort of effect. But we're mostly interested in the Leech 1 applying blindness. As I said, this is sort of a snowball-y, sluggy type build. So applying blindness to everyone in the endgame means that it's a lot harder for them to find their teammates to pick them up when they're downed. You could also run which add-on was it? This one, the Wriggling Parasite. It increases the passive growth rate to Leech 2 by 16%. So you could bring this one instead, so that when you get into the end game, the survivors automatically get Leech 1, and then since they can't cleanse it, they'll end up at Leech 2 much quicker with this add-on, meaning they become broken. But I'm going to go with the Lorenzo's Remains for the blindness effect, so that we can try and snowball. So that is the build for today. Let's get into some games and see if we can snowball some end games. And we're in on Grim Pantry. This is going to be an interesting one. Now, we're going to spend most of the early game in body form. We don't really want to use our head form, or we really need to use our head form, except for maybe mobility. We want to infect people with Leech to try and convince them to eat the mushrooms that they're holding. There we go. And get the M1. But yeah, we mainly want to get the Leech out. We want to... Is he going to eat that? We want to get pallets out of the way. And we want to get our hooks. Fine by me. Once again, like I said, we just kind of want to get pallets out of the way. You're going to eat that? Go on. Eat it. Yeah, works for me. I don't mind who I go for. Actually, you work just as well. Hi. I mean, we'll take the hook. We'll give this a little kick. Now we know there was somebody here. Oh, where she went. Probably on main. Yeah, we can see pistons moving on main. Okay, he cleanses. That's fine. They get the unhook. That's fine. There we go. Hello. Whoop. Oh, she ran into a corner. Fine. She's going to go for this pallet. Yep. Works for me. Hey, buddy. Ah. Oh, damn it. That still hit him. Blimey. Fine by me. Oh, there's no flashlight angle. We did have 2 people with a flashlight in this lobby, which is fine. Okay. Now, hooking does get rid of the... hi, nice moonwalk, sir. I'm not that interested in chasing him, though. I'm more interested in chasing you. Because you're my obsession. And I need to get my Remember Me stacks. There we go. Yeah, that splatter does have a little bit of auto-aim. But not a huge amount. Boop. Now, if I face this direction, there shouldn't be an angle, because there shouldn't be anyone up here. We will put you on this lovely jubbly hook right there. And let's do a little bit of sneaky sneaky. Hello, Tai Young. Splurge. Let's see if we can get Shack Pallet out of the way. Swing! Nice. Oh. I was trying to cut him off. Where did he go? Ah, he's still here. Oh, no, he went this direction. Are we going comp corner? Ah, he's grabbing a mushroom. Excellent. There we go. And this will be our 4th No Way Out stack. So now we just will kind of want to... We want to focus on the Cheryl. We want to get the leached out, try and convince them to use their mushrooms, that sort of thing. Hello. Whoop. Nicely done. And we'll just try and clear out some pallets. That was very ambitious, because I can just reinfect him, and there's very few mushrooms left on the map. I'm kind of stuck in here, though. Oh, there it is. You're not who I'm interested in. You give this a kick. Where's the Cheryl? Oh, mushrooms, so I want to infect you. Yeah, that hits. Not you, although I do want to infect you. There she is. Oop, there we go. Go eat that mushroom. Ah. There we go. Kick that. Now I really want to go find Cheryl. Then move from there. Ha! Just the person I'm looking for. Excuse me? Whoop. Now there should be very few mushrooms left on the map, so Hopefully Jill will go and cleanse herself with one. We'll do that, why not? To quote Wesker, we're going for complete global saturation. Drop this? No, dead hard. Fantastic. Oh, you missed that. My mummy. Too early. There's... Can I seriously not fit through there? Fantastic, shack pallet. I will take shack pallet. Go. Possibly could have got a grab there. She probably has DS, but... Just wait a little bit. Hi. Hi, Mummy. I can hear your noises. DS? No, no DS. Fantastic. That is the... That's the obsession out, and now we enter the endgame. Not great gates for us. That's no way out. You could also go with faster recharge. Go. We have the nice long lunge there. Damn it, they had one more mushroom available. Ooh, I heard her go to leech 2. But on the plus side, we no longer spawn any mushrooms, so we know he was around here somewhere. There he is. There we go. Now he's fully infected. He's fully infected, so now he's broken. One down. Now we need to remember he's near this gate. Still scratch marks here. That's the undetectable. When he's here. Fantastic. He's now fully infected. See if I can catch him off with this. Nope, body block. How are they doing on that gate? Oh, interesting. Now, for this situation, you could also bring Haywire. Haywire's a... well, it's a bad perk, honestly. Now, you don't have it. I know that much. Actually, I want to chase him this way around. Keep her on the floor. Where did he go? Go, him on the floor. See scratch marks. There he is. Now, I'm pretty sure we've broken everything around here. There we go. 1 second. He was giving us the bags earlier. Oop. And that's how we do. You. There. You can go on this hook over here. And that's how the build goes. You just sort of stay head form most of the time. You want to keep using the regurgitation. Try and get everybody to use all of their mushrooms early. And then you just don't spawn any late game. Right, let's see. Do we have a hook for this guy? We do. Fantastic. There we go. Look at that. Lovely jubbly. Let's open that as well. Why not? Trickster's Illusion. Could be interesting, but not a big fan of this map as killer. It's very awkward, especially as a 110 killer. Ah. I'll take that. Oh, interesting. Ow! My head! The only part of me I have. Oh, no. Gonna say, that should be a fairly easy one. Now, there used to be a bug with the Krasue where you couldn't look up or down, so survivors could just freely flashlight you. That was very rude. At the same time, when they fixed that, you could then look up and down while in the animation. Okay. We're going to use this for a little bit of mobility. I'm going to assume they're back over here. Do a little bit of a kick. Oh. I mean, I'll take a god pallet. For no reason. Yeah, they finished main, that's fine. Really want to keep a handle on this area. Hello, is that object of obsession by any chance? I think it might be. I mean, that makes my job a little bit easier. Oop. There's one. I mean, I'll take it. Nice. Unfortunately, we lost Shack Gen, which is fine. That one. There. Hello. Nice. Take that. And if we don't have to, we won't go into head form here. Don't think he makes it anywhere. Yep, there's Bloodlust. Here we go. There's our third No Way Out stack. Get to a hook. Oh, there's one here. I was going to say, I didn't really see any. Excellent. Gonna head back here. And keep this a little bit regressing. Clear out some of these pallets as well, because they could be annoying later. Put one here as well. There's the unhook. Right, so we need to find Thalita or David. Ah, David. Just the person I'm looking for. Go. Whoop. Now. Whoop. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Now we are going to need to kick this, so kick that. Go. We've got 4 Remember Me stacks, 3 No Way Out stacks, and we still got 2 gens to go. Excellent. Right. We're going to put him in basement just to waste more of the survivor's time, honestly. There you go. You can go there. And we'll get ourselves the undetectable. Nobody back on this gen. And I guess they're over here on this one. Hi, you're not really who I'm looking for, but... Still here. Hi. Hi. Really didn't expect that to work, honestly. Now, I'm assuming Thalita, being the person on no hooks, is the one who went for the save. Oh no, they haven't gone for the save yet. Ah, you've got nothing here. Now we want to keep this guy... Yeah, he's got caught. He's been caught out by that before. There we go. Now, he might have DS. No, no DS. Excellent. So that's the obsession out of the game. He's just touched that gate. That means we can just zoom on over there. See if we can find our scratch marks. Okay. Oh, she's just become broken. There she is. I just saw her there. Hi, how's it going? Get in here. Just curious. The scratch marks just did kind of stop there, but I guess she just ran in here. Right, No Way Out is gone. He's there. Good to know. Not on that gate. There we are. Fantastic. I think that went fairly well. So anyway, that was the build for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I think we got a couple of good games, but I'm not a particularly good Krasue player. I have very rarely played her since she came out, especially since she got nerfed. And yeah, you're always going to be at the whims of the game in terms of the map you get. Unfortunately, very large maps like Macmillan or the two-story maps where there's a lot of safe pallets and windows, you're going to somewhat struggle. Something like the game is going to be painful for you. But on the other hand, if you get a sort of mid-sized map like we did with the swamp map in the first game, something like that can be pretty good. Unfortunately, your other problem is going to be swifts. If a swift can pull out where they're slugged, then unfortunately the blindness from your add-on does very little. And swifts also tend to bring perks like Unbreakable or We're Gonna Live Forever, that sort of thing, which just makes slugging incredibly difficult. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like. If you have any build requests, maybe some killers that you want to see, or if you have any questions about any of the gameplay that you've seen, please feel free to leave those down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this sort of thing, please consider leaving a subscribe as well, and maybe ringing the notification bell. We do Sadako videos on Monday and Friday, and bonus videos like this one on Wednesdays. where we do other killers. Might even get some survivor gameplay in, or maybe some more educational content. So if that interests you, please consider subscribing. And until next time, sweet screams.